Today's podcast is brought to you by Audible. Get a free audiobook download and 30-day free trial at audibletrial.com/nerdcave. Over 180,000 titles to choose from your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player.
A lot of good books.
Yeah. Build it beautiful.
Build it beautiful.
Every time.
Every time. It's got to be there. Like, they're paying us for it.
Yeah, definitely.
No, they're not really paying us for anything, but there you go. You can get your free Audible. There. Robbie. This is the Nerd Kid Podcast.
And I'm Robbie.
Yeah.
And that is Zach.
Yeah. This is take 2 of episode 203.
After about an hour and 10 minutes.
Like a good episode, lost like dust in the wind.
All we are is dust in the wind.
I hate that song. It was an indoor song that I had to live through.
Oh.
Yeah, I hate that song.
Not a Kansas fan.
No. Hate Kansas, hate Journey. Hate all of them.
Blasphemy.
They suck.
How are you, my friend? How are you?
I'm peachy.
We are just dandy.
Yeah, like a dandelion.
Rawr.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just ticked off with the whole episode thing. But glad we're getting to record. Episode 203. Have 202 in the can already. Out in the wild. And like antelope.
And we get to do it together again.
Yeah, together. And it feels so good.
Don't make me break out in the song again, man. You know how tempting it is.
I know, bro. I know. Drinking out my Star Wars cup.
Out of my broken red cup.
Hey, I love that broken red cup. You got to find like the right spot to drink out of it. You get in the shower. So yeah, guys, if you want to get this episode early because it's a gem so far, you can go over to Patreon.com/nerdcave. Toss us a few dollars. Get everything early over there with all the perks and goodies. If you don't want to do that, you can go to youtube.com/nerdcave network and get it for free, segment by segment, day by day, until Friday, where we put it up on YouTube in its full form, or on podcast services around the globe.
We were way more energetic our first take.
I know, but I didn't talk about Patreon at the beginning, so
I know.
This is the second time we get to put in all the other stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I was kind of deflated. It's like a souffle.
We'll get it back.
Like a souffle getting deflated.
We'll just pump that bad boy right back up. I think that's how souffle works.
That's me pumping something up.
It works.
You want to do it again on a
Sounds just like it.
I know.
Man.
It's like you put on your VR headset and it's just like you're there.
You have the visual and then Zach's in your ear doing sound effects.
Like, I think it's called foliage or whatever.
Yeah, fully.
You're like, I'm the artist. And like, okay, we need to create somebody pumping up a tire and then they That's what you get here on the Nerd Cave Podcast. Derek's dead or trafficking children, and this we're left here to our own devices. So, congratulations.
Thank you.
You got a new job?
I do have a new job. Went into much greater detail in take 1.
And it was good. Like, we had this whole thing.
It was like a whole arc, a whole story.
Yeah.
I am a member member at Pen Air Federal Credit Union.
And you pump up tires.
And I pump up tires. A member advisor is a person that that knows pretty much all aspects of the bank, whether it's teller, loan. I'm a member advisor, so I advise the members in what I think is best for them financially. So, yeah.
I'm glad for you, man. I'm excited.
There's going to be kids that I miss, of course, the interactions with them. I had some great kids. I have some kids that I won't miss at all. I'm like, bye, Felicia. But it's a much better opportunity. I get so much.
Copious amounts of cocaine.
They do that a lot. At every Christmas party.
That's why they're so happy.
Like the fake snow on trees is actually...
Some of the incentives that they have, not only their health insurance, which I get free health insurance.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. I'm paying $3 for health, dental, and vision.
No, that's not free then.
My health insurance free. My
Oh,
dental is $3.
Okay.
But like they're paying for my gym membership, which is $25 a month.
Where you got a gym?
Planet Fitness.
Planet Fitness.
That's where Holly goes. So I figured we'd work out. Couples that work out together stay together. You know. Not, I don't know if that's true or not, but you know.
I thought it would be like CrossFit.
Oh, God. Ryan, the guy that I hate, is like, come on, you sissy, get into shape. I'm sorry I made fun of you, Ryan.
It's like fixing to drown you like in a mud puddle that's like in the middle of the room. It's just like, why is there a mud puddle? CrossFit!
And not only that, is they have another thing where, like, if you get equipment, like they reimburse you up to $500, 50% of whatever you buy up to $500. So if I wanted to go buy a Bowflex, if those still, they even make Bowflexes still, I could go buy a Bowflex.
Chuck Norris is still doing it.
And they would give me 50% of what I paid for that, up to
good.
$500. Anything that you can replicate in a gym, they'll reimburse you. I've wanted a kayak for so long. They will pay $500 towards my kayak if I want it. Also, if I were to buy a Project Scorpio Xbox One with a Kinect and a fitness game, guess what they'd do? They'd pay up to 50% of $500 onto it. So I could essentially get half off of
I
a-
think I'm going to warn them about their teams. Like when he tries to buy this Scorpio thing.
They even had the Apple Watches on there to where you could get half off of those because you used them as like a Fitbit.
Yeah.
But like the CEOs were saying that everybody was getting them and nobody was using them as a Fitbit.
I use mine. Mine tracks all my stuff.
I know, but they weren't using it. Like they were abusing that, which they. I mean, obviously, there's ways to abuse it a lot of ways. But I mean, it's pretty cool some of the incentives that they have. So I'm excited to be part of Pen Air, representing the brand.
So could you buy like a sword, like a samurai sword, and be like, I'm using this in my dojo?
I mean, I can check. I mean, I could check with HR and see.
Be like, we don't support swords, sir.
What's really funny is I've been watching Person of Interest, which is about a guy who builds a computer that spies on everybody through phones. Anything that was a camera or a microphone, they can track you, and like they get social security numbers of people who are about to be in a life-threatening situation, and they save them. Well, one of the big baddies in the show is
Pen Air, like is
is HR. It's like the HR in the police department, so, and they like run like a lot of like shady stuff out of that.
Yeah.
And like every time one of the ladies from HR come in, I'm like, is this really her, or is she this like super like kingpin drug dealer lady? I was like, I told him
You're watching too much TV.
it's
Like
true.
if you got that going on in your head, you're watching too much TV.
It could be that.
I think it is that.
But anyway,
So we're going to go through this a little bit quicker than we did the original way. Thoughts on Joss Whedon? This comes from Facebook.com/NerdCave. We asked for your topics and questions. And Derek Daniel went and said, thoughts on Joss Whedon directing the Batgirl movie. Got to put that pause there.
Joss Whedon.
Okay, so over on IGN.com, it says, Avengers director Joss Whedon will reportedly helm Batgirl movie. Warner Brothers is reportedly moving forward on the Batgirl movie, and Joss Whedon is in talks to direct. IGN has confirmed a report by Variety that the director is nearing a deal to write, direct, and produce the solo film, which will serve as part of the DCEU and include additional characters from Gotham. So that I think that's pretty cool that it's going to be connected to everything. So we could get a Batfleck. We could potentially see, Harley Quinn.
Jared Leto.
Yeah.
Jared Letty.
Such a good episode. This is Dustin the Wind, man.
I know. So many jokes from that episode will never be known.
Yeah, it was just for us. It made us closer together as a group.
Yeah, he touched me a lot, literally.
Touched your heart. I want Mexican food right now.
I could go for that.
That does sound really good.
Or like, yeah, Mexican food we can go right now. Like
This episode's been brought to you by...
like taking off the mic that you're not
No,
wearing.
we take everything with us. We go to a Mexican food place, and then we just record the rest of the podcast.
Hey, I'd be up for that. Like, I'd be down for that, man. I'm getting some, like, we're just gonna derail right now. Best Mexican restaurant. Like, let's go with Allie. Allie, what is your favorite Mexican restaurant? Because we know where we're going.
La Hacienda, right?
Yeah.
That place was pretty good. There's another Mexican restaurant on my side of town.
Rico's.
Yeah, Rico's, and they have really good like vegetarian dishes.
Yeah.
I'm not a vegetarian, but I like vegetarian food.
Yeah. La Hacienda.
Clean sweep. Laha. You know what's really, really, really bad about where I work?
Let's right by it.
Literally, on my lunch break, I'm going to be like, yo, I'd like to order, blah, 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 blah. I'll see you in 5 minutes.
Dude, you're going to be pooping like nobody's business if you do that.
Ma'am, I promise I'll be right back to help. I gotta go.
And what's nice is, like, when you do order out, you get chips and salsa to go.
Yeah.
I didn't know La
A
Hacienda
big bag of
did
chips.
order out.
Mm-hmm.
I
You can even order their cheese dip.
Yeah. The only bad thing, not open on Sunday. Like, it's a good bad thing.
Yeah, good for their morals, bad for our stomachs.
Yeah.
Well, good and bad for our stomachs.
Yeah, and now I'm, like, wanting Mexican food, but the Mexican food that I want is not
It's
open.
closed.
And Taco Bell's not Mexican food, in my opinion. It's like...
it's a good like. If you're like, I kind of want something that'll kill me inside, but I guess it tastes good.
Yeah.
It tastes good, but it's bad for you. I like it.
It
No,
tastes,
I like that.
tastes like kangaroo meat. There was kangaroo meat in there at one point.
When I was at
in time.
PSC, it would be like, all right, where do y'all want to go? We're either eating at Chick-fil-A, Red Barn, or Taco Bell. That was our three
Man, Red
picks.
Barn was good.
What about the food court? Or was that like?
No, this was at Milton
Milton.
campus.
I was like,
I almost
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A now, too. Not really. I had Chick-fil-A like 3 or 4 times.
Either.
I
They
know.
closed.
I know. It sucks.
So are we getting back on the rails?
Sure. Let us know what your favorite Mexican restaurant is in the comments below. Spider-Man.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Funny story. My interview,
Mm-hmm.
like, it went super well.
Yeah, it was
With
super,
Tanner.
you got it hired, so I'm assuming it went well.
Like, she was, they were like, he's super confident and everything.
Yeah.
And they were like, so what were one of the reasons that you wanted to work at the Pace branch? I was like, the family oriented that we have here, like, everybody's super nice, and I've heard it's a great place to work. And I was like, plus you got a La Hacienda right there. She was like, oh, trust me, we know. Guess what? She's like, El Patron right down the road, I like it better than La Hacienda. She's like, we go and we get margaritas there all the time. We go and eat. And half of my interview was talking about Mexican food.
That's a good interview.
That's good.